Well, it's Friday. Let's see what YouTubers put out new videos. I know M.O.N.Comics has probably put some trash out.
Yeah, so this week I actually only bought a couple books from someone, really great YouTuber, love his content, he's a great guy. Alex the Comic Hoarder sold me these pre-hero Marvel Monster books.
Well, starting more videos with these monster books. This guy just doesn't get it. No one wants to see that anymore. You do that every freaking week. Oh, what's next? Let me guess. Mail calls.
You know, this community is great. I was fortunate enough to, out of nowhere, receive a little mail call from my buddy, 22 Comics. Great guy, fantastic YouTuber, and so let's get into this.
Geez, can't you get some original content? I am done just disliking the video. I am going to weigh in with a comment so he knows how unoriginal he is.
And you're definitely going to want to stick around to the end of the video because I do have a channel announcement I'd like to share with everyone, and I think it's a really fun new thing the channel hasn't done before, so stick around to the end.
Wait till the end of the video. There's going to be nothing new. This guy doesn't bring anything. Wait till the end of the video. You're not getting my view, pal.
All right, Saturday morning, time to read some comments. Who the heck is Ladies Man 217? Why is he so angry? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon and you're watching M.O.N.Comics. And yes, you are going to see some of the similar same stuff tonight, but I also have some very different stuff I got. Even though I'm not buying a lot of comics, I do have some comic related books, if you will, that I'd like to share. I did get a couple things in the mail, and I do have an announcement that I want to talk about at the end of the video, and it's going to be open to anyone. So let's get down to what I ordered from a fellow YouTuber. So the opening of the video, yeah, I was just trying to have a little fun and like, you wonder what people are like when you're watching your video. I hope no one is that unhappy, but Alex the Comic Hoarder, someone who I really look up to in the community, he sometimes sells books on his channel, just goes live on YouTube and will sell books. And he is one of the best people to buy books from because not only is his grading very accurate, but his prices are beyond reasonable. Now, I have admittedly been on a spending freeze because we're about to go on vacation, take the family away, 4th of July, just a lot of stuff that is going to, you know, inherently spend money, you know, I have no way to avoid it. But these were priced so well, I couldn't pass. So yes, they were pre-hero Marvel Monster books. I only bought 2. He had like 5 or 6 available at really amazing prices. No one else was jumping on them, and I did indulge a little. So what I did get is Strange Tales issue 90. This is from August of 1961. Of course, cover art by Jack Kirby and story by Stan Lee and Larry Lieber. Orgo appears in the more modern Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's one of the monsters they pluck for that storyline, so I wanted to have the original. Alex graded this at about a 3.0, which I would agree with. It's an anthology of 5 stories. I haven't dove into it yet, but everything's attached. It's secure, so I can read it well. He had this priced at $30, so, or $30 or $40. I'll put it down here when I remember what I paid, but it was super cheap, maybe 40 bucks. Pre-hero Marvel Monster books, usually in that grade, are $60 to $80, you know, because 3 is a decent grade for one. This paper was cheap paper. It was meant to be a 10-cent funny book to be thrown away. The paper cutting machines they used to cut the paper with, they didn't sharpen the blades that often, so that's where you get Marvel's chipping. So when you get up into the higher grades of these, you know, 5 and above is really a high grade to me with these books. So I was happy to get this for, you know, like 40 bucks. So I now have like Strange Tales issues 87 through 90, I think. So it's this, it's Zootek, it's Fin Fang Foom, it's Grog. I had to look back at my book, but yeah, so it's just fun if I can find them cheap and they're all in sequence, and I'm a sucker for the 10-cent bubble. This next book that he sold, I know what I paid on it because he graded it about a 2.0. Nice looking book for a 2.0, but if you look up here, it does have a hole punch in it. Just one, doesn't bother me. This is Tales of Suspense issue 22 from October of 1961. So both of these were the previous month's 2 Fantastic Four coming out. Covered by Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, and again, written by Stan Lee and Larry Lieber. This features Brutu. Another great Kirby monster, kind of Bigfoot looking and on a train. and it is a 4-part anthology. So the other book had 5 stories, this had 4. So it was $40 for this other one, because I remember thinking I got these for $60. If you're watching my channel, I'm sure you're watching Alex's, but if you're not, please go check him out for his great content. He has kind of been a guide for like building my collection. He talks about foundational books you get in your collection that offer eye appeal and build the value of the collection over time. And I really subscribe to his theories of thoughts on comic collecting. So Alex, thank you, man. I appreciate these a lot. They'll be treasured. And check out Alex's sale. If he's having one, you're going to want to jump in. You're going to want to be quick. He's very fair too. He puts a line across for where he wants the sale to start, so everyone gets a shot at a book. So thanks, Alex. This next book was gifted to me by my buddy Dan Kelly of the Codex Comic Station. I went to a sale at one of my local shops and saw this and thought you might dig it. I know you. I know how much you like Daredevil and thought this would be an interesting, unique one to have in your collection. Still sealed in the direct mailer bag. He's looking forward to doing the Big 5 Live, which in July, the Codex Comic Station is coming back for the Big 5 Live. So he sent me Daredevil issue 373 from March of 1998 with a great cover by Richie Acosta, written by Joe Kelly. It has something to do with Mr. Fear. I asked him to search for me one that's in the raw, or I'll find one to read it because it's just a single storyline, but I don't want to open it because I want to leave this great mailer in here. Look at this. M. Sutton. You're not getting your book back, buddy. Sorry, it's with me forever. Great. Like, just look at that. Awesome. I think that it's got to be McFarlane Spider-Man, I imagine. Yeah. Oh, he was hot at this time. See the flip side for an exclusive offer for subscribers only. Please do not bend. Marvel Comics, Danbury, Connecticut. So I wonder if the offer's still good, but Dan, I thank you a lot. This cover is a great skull cover with Daredevil. It's I really don't care about books in the poly bag this much, but when they had this little bit of Marvel history from over 20 years ago, which is weird for 1998, I dig it. So thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. Big 5 Live, July. You guys are coming on. Like I said, I had 2 comic-centric books I wanted to talk about. This isn't going to start a book club. I'm not going to start a channel book club, but this we talked about. Fellow YouTuber, comic book YouTuber, and friend of mine, Ricky Mailhot, just released his 2nd novel, Something Awful. Was nervous. When your friend writes a book, you want it to be good. You don't want to get it and be like, oh, this isn't really for me. But when he told me the plot, I was in. And I am 5 chapters in, and I never doubted Ricky wasn't a good writer. He definitely is. He has a really good way that a good author has, that technique to make you, how you should feel like you're in the story. You feel like you're right there describing pine needles on a tree, letting sun in, and how a person looks in a scene. You feel like you're there. I don't want to spoil it for people, but it's really great. I highly suggest you pick it up. It's on Amazon for like $16. It's like 389 pages or something like that. He's going to yell at me. 330 something for pages. But I plan on reading this on my vacation. I'm going to take it with me. It's been hard not just to plow through it, but I have finished 5 chapters in a couple days. Highly recommend. Congrats, Ricky, on putting this out. I love it so far. I can't wait to see where it goes. The title is Something Awful. The book is not awful, I promise you. The next book I thought would be a bigger book, and maybe there's a version out there that's bigger. Maybe this is shortened, or maybe it was an originally short story. I didn't do much research, but growing up in the 80s, one of my favorite werewolf movies was Silver Bullet. It starred Corey Haim, Gary Busey. I think that's about it. I can't remember anyone else in it, but it was a werewolf story, and I thought it had a really cool twist to it, and I later found out it was based on this book, Cycle of the Werewolf by Stephen King. And you can see, it's not huge. I'm saving this probably for vacation too, because I can probably tear through it in a day. Why I was really interested in this book, illustrations, besides the nostalgia to my childhood of loving the movie and wanted to see how much different the book was from the movie, but Bernie Wrightson did the illustrations. Check this out. So he has some great color illustrations of werewolves. I mean, just classic Wrightson. This is beautiful. I love it. If you know, you know. Great scene. Just a fantastic horror picture. This is amazing. But he also offers these haunting, just black and white illustrations that are just beautiful themselves with the month that the story takes place in. Of course, I got to show a Wrightson graveyard. Yeah, so I really can't wait to read this book. I will give you a review on that later, but if you haven't seen Silver Bullet, go check it out. It's a really cool 80s movie, and yeah, really excited to get this book in to read. There's been a gentleman in our community for quite some time now, and he has used a lot of different contests and fun ways to bring the community together. And one thing I kind of happened in on a couple weeks ago was a live claim sale he was doing. But here's a twist. He was giving the books away for free. And they were cool books. So I got in on it. And I was like, I got to definitely get in on this. Like, all he asked for was a donation to help shipping. And I was happy to do that. He was saying the suggested amount was $10. I sent $20 because it was just crazy. A lot of the comic book community was there. And I picked out 5 books. There's a ton of people there. I didn't want to like try to be greedy and stuff. But what I did pick up, I haven't read any yet. I picked some for reading and some because I like the kind of books they are. And I don't have a witch cover in The Monsters Are Coming Beware from Marvel. Bronze Age horror. Rich Buckler and Joe Sinna on the cover. And this is issue number 3. It's got the woman in the red dress. But more importantly, I didn't have a good witch cover. She's got a cauldron. It's just really cool. Really nice grade. The colors pop on it. So that was the very first book I claimed. The next book I claimed was Helheim. I know nothing about it. Issue number 3, so I would be lost. I might have to find more of these issues online. If anyone's read this, drop me a comment below and tell me if this is a good book. Published by Oni Press, so let me know. But in the same bag, he threw in, I didn't claim this, he said he was throwing in some different books. Devi, issue 17, not familiar with it. Published by Virgin Comics, Shakar Kapoor. So don't know anything about it, but happy to get it. I also got Captain America, issue 42, with a creative team of Brubaker, Epting, and Ross. So this is a gorgeous cover, and yeah, definitely interested in reading that. Brubaker's a great writer. Next one I got because, well, horror. EC Free Comic Book Day, Blood Type. I actually think I gave this away, so happy to have that again. I also got Nightwing 19. I've read a little more Nightwing lately. I like the character, thought it was cool. He looks pretty devious there, so I claimed that. And the last book I claimed was Batman 482. Doug Munch and Jim Aparo. Really cool cover. So Bjorn, you know, you've been in this community for a little while now, and we all truly appreciate what you do to try to bring the community together, fun games, events, and contests. And I really appreciate these books, dude. Your claim sales for free are epic. I've never seen anything like it. I look forward to the Comic Collector of the Year, Chris the Comic Vet. Hope to see you there again too, my friend, and everyone else. But thanks so much, dude. Check out Son of Crom's channel. Link is in the description. Great guy. So all jokes from the beginning of the video aside, I did get some mail this past few weeks from friends. One I did not expect, and I'll talk about that when we get there. But this first one is from Comics with Stevie D. My buddy Steve, sweetheart in the community. He's recently taken up drawing pictures for people, become a bit of an artist. Oh, cool. Who Owl, Steve Driscoll, and the St. Louis Jazz Collection. Nice, he gave me a CD. I do like jazz. I like relaxing to some jazz. So thanks for that, Steve. Steve plays trumpet, if anyone didn't know. And he sent me this awesome drawing he did of me. I found another dragon, comic book enthusiast. Great work, Steve. My beard is getting that long again. He got the back wall right and everything. Great dragon picture. He even got my tattoo in my hand. The pumpkin. Jack-o'-lantern. Stevie, this was awesome. I value your friendship, dude. I appreciate you taking the time to do this, and for me and so many others. So thank you. This will be prominently displayed on the wall. I got a spot for it already. And go check out Stevie's channel. He's a wealth of comic knowledge. If you want to learn some stuff, go check that guy out. This, from the opening of my video, I wasn't lying. This is from my buddy 22 Comics. Someone who's become a good friend to me and my channel and the community since I joined YouTube. He's been doing it longer than me. He makes fantastic content. Every Monday night, he's live with his top 10 alternatives, his top 10 alternatives to what's on the hot list that he's, proposes people could buy. Just a great, great Southern gentleman. So he sent this along. He also hosts a podcast called Comically Comics Podcast. I listen to it every Monday morning on my work. It's a great time. They get me laughing. They talk all things comics, books, TV, movies, music, more. And they are spoiler casting, so you have been warned. So thanks for this, 22. I appreciate it, man. Let's see what we got in here. I opened up everything just to make it go quicker. Sent me a couple stickers, which is sweet. Hey, Brandon, I hope this package finds you and your family well. I apologize for how long it has taken me to get this A-okay to you. I don't expect anything, dude. I hope you enjoy the books thoroughly and use them to make your PC better, i.e. keep seller trade. Thank you for supporting my channel and the podcast. Have a good one. So he sent me a sweet 22 with Roddy and Comically Comics, as I was talking about. His co-hosts are Richard and James, and they're awesome as well. So, got a stack of books here. We did the nice pull tabs to make it easy. Thank you, buddy. Packaged so well. 22 sells a lot on eBay as well, and he has videos of like how he packages and stuff. So inside the Gemini, it was in a nice plastic clear case, so it's waterproof. So let's see what we got. We'll do it 22 style. Ooh, this is something that's killing the children. I don't know what issue. It's a variant cover, but I am down. Look at that. Let's pop it. Let's see what we're working with. So it is number 24. Oh, sick. Oh, this is so sick. Check this out. Oh, this is the head of the House of Slaughter, I believe. I forgot his name. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. I gotta look up who did this cover. I mean, it could be Frizen. Awesome, dude. I'm pumped. Thank you. Ario and Indito variant of Something Is Killing the Children. Don't know what issue this is. My Something Is Killing the Children is getting out of control, and I'm all for it. Like, it's just so great. The variant covers are amazing, you know. I'm getting multiples so I can read some and just keep some nice. I actually do have this one, so this might be in a trade or a giveaway. Hint, hint. Beautiful. I'm 99.9% this is a Frizen cover. It's amazing. Foil cover, awesome. Wow. Knocking out of the park already. And then we have, oh yeah, Batman vs. Predator issue 1. This is a variant cover edition. Oh man, I had these when I was a kid. Issue 2 and issue 3. I can't wait to rip these open. Well, open them carefully and read them. But yeah, so there's the original covers that came out, and these are all the variant covers. Wow, dude. Michael, I can't thank you enough just for being a good friend and having supported me and my endeavors in YouTube and comic book collecting over the past few years now. But this is just like unnecessary, too kind, and like means a lot to me, brother. 22 Comics, check out his link in the comments below, or in the description below. Check out his content, and you'll see he's just a great guy. So this past weekend was Heroes Con, and I didn't go. I went to Terrificon last year, saved for it all year, had a blast. We decided not to take a family vacation because my youngest daughter was just so young, and we really didn't think it would be enjoyable for the whole family. Well, fast forward to this year. She's a little older. My older's older. They're going to remember it, and we're going to make them have a really special family vacation in Lake George, New York, where my parents took me when I was growing up on family vacation. So I'm going to recreate that Clark Griswold style. But I got a message while some of my friends were at Heroes Con. This hobby, this YouTube community goes far beyond the comics. As my buddy Mike from M.O.N.Comics says, it's not about the comics anymore. And this was just proof to me and made me cry. They sent me this video.
All right, we're here with Tom Rainey. We're going to see his work for Brandon M.O.N.Comics. What do we got? Wow. You just whipped that out, man. Whoa. That is insane.
Look at that.
Wow.
That is one ugly mofo.
Yeah, but you know what? That's exactly what you want to see, right? You don't want a pretty predator. He's going to love it. Sir, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Someone very happy, I'm sure.
Right.
That is absolutely awesome.
Yeah. Look at that.
Look at that.
Awesome.
So that was Mike, of course, from M.O.N.Comics, and Rohan from the Absolute Game of Nerds YouTube channel, talking in the background about how much I was going to love this. And boy, do I. It says, "We missed you in Charlotte. Love, Mike, Rohan, Mr. Akins from What's on the Comic Rack, Ryan the Colossus Collector, and Dan of Dan's X-Men Comics on YouTube." They had the prolific Tom Rainey do this amazing Predator sketch cover on a Predator versus Black Panther comic. This, you know, you're not going to make every con unless you're rich, and I am not. You're just not gonna, you know. My family needs to be taken on vacations, and I got to hang out with these guys last year, and I'm going to try to hit one next year, but that my friends took the time to think of me and have this made up for me really was touching, and I love it. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, it's just sick. Look at that. It is One Ugly Mother. As if this wasn't enough, they had someone pretty special present it to me. Check this out.
Hi, Brandon. Wish you were here.
Wish you were here, buddy. You guys done pretty cool, and we got a pretty cool person to give it away to you.
So yeah, that's Jenny Frizen, one of my favorite current modern artists. They snagged her at the end of the day and said, hey, could you shout out our friend who's not here? And she was happy to oblige. I will meet her someday. I will get books signed from her and have conversations. But in the meantime, my boys, I can't thank you enough for your kindness and thinking of me while you were having a blast. It really means the world to me. Check out all their channels. Their links are all in the description below, and they're just wonderful content creators and, more importantly, wonderful friends. Thanks, guys. Well, I said I had a channel announcement, and I do. I've been milling this over for probably a year now, if I wanted to do it or not, and how I could do it. I've decided to open up channel memberships. I knew I didn't put out enough content to say, oh, you can have early access to this content as a perk. But what I did realize is that I've got some comics I'd like to give away. So what does membership get you? I decided to pick the $5 tier because after YouTube takes their cut, it's only like $3.50. And I figured that would be enough to support some giveaways. So I'm going to do a monthly giveaway. I'll show a book to start during the month, and I'll add some books throughout the month. And at the end of the month, the first month I'm doing this in will be July, I'm going to hold a members only live stream where you can come in, we'll talk comics, I'll show them, and then I'll do a giveaway. And we're going to do this every month. And then at Christmas, at the end of the year, New Year's, going into the new year, new holiday, we're going to do a big giveaway. And I'll do multiple giveaways during that show. Don't feel compelled that you have to. If you want to support the channel, there's costs associated with it, and you want a chance to win some sick free books, then by all means, join. First book I decided to give away for July is this Alex Ross sketch cover, Creature from the Black Lagoon variant. It is awesome. It is beautiful. I've had it on my PC for a while, but I decided to give it away. And I am going to, like I said, with each new week that comes, or the Big 5 Live, I'll be adding some more books. There'll be bronze, there'll be silver, there'll be modern, there'll be reading material, stuff, prolific stories. So I just thought it'd be a really fun way to engage with people more and not only support the channel, but give me the means to do more giveaways, which I do love doing giveaways. So guys, I got a lot of books in, but I didn't even mean to. I'd like to thank you all for your continued support. If you like this content and you just want to support me by liking and subscribing to the channel, that would mean the world to me. I hope you guys have a great, safe rest of your weekend. Until next time, keep reading those comics.